This is the fight that Yordenis has craved from the very beginning of him returning to the boxing ring. Yordenis, how are you feeling heading into your matchup against Manny Pacquiao this Saturday? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Estás esperando tu pelea contra Manny Pacquiao este sábado en pay-per-view?
No, gracias a todos los que están aquí. Me siento bien, emocionado, listo para una gran pelea el sábado, darle una gran pelea a todos los fans y nada, súper emocionado de estar aquí.
He said hello to all the fight fans. I am excited, I'm honored to be here. This is going to be a great fight between me and Manny Pacquiao. I'm in great spirits, emotional in a good way, and very excited for Saturday night. When they told you that you were going to take on Manny Pacquiao, what went through your mind? Cuando le hablaron que vas a pelear contra Manny Pacquiao aquí en T-Mobile Arena en Las Vegas, ¿cómo estaban los emocionantes de ti?
No, bien emocionado, pelear con una leyenda, uno de los mejores peleadores de la historia. Estoy emocionado, estoy en el tiempo correcto, estaba ahí, en el tiempo correcto para tomar una gran pelea y estoy emocionado, no puedo esperar el sábado para entregar todo lo que yo tengo.
He said, I'm so honored to be fighting a legend, someone like Manny Pacquiao. He's done so much. When I got the call, it was wonderful for me to have this opportunity. And now I am really looking forward to stepping inside the ring on Saturday night. What are you hoping that the fight fans around the world will take away from your performance on Saturday? ¿Qué quieres que la gente, los aficionados del boxeo, quieren ver de ti? ¿Qué quieres que van a retirar de esto, de tu pelea contra Pacquiao?
No, Pacquiao es uno de los mejores peleadores de la historia. Entonces el sábado pienso que voy a hacer el trabajo. Pienso que está en una de sus últimas peleas. Y si es la última pelea, que lo haga contra un peleador digno que lo hizo exigir y dieron lo mejor los dos.
He said, it means a lot for me to be able to fight Manny Pacquiao. And if this is Pacquiao's last time making his way in the ring, he will fight someone who is of the caliber like me. And we're going to put on a great fight for the fans around the world. But I'm going to give my best efforts. At this time now, we have questions from the media. I know that all of you have questions for Yordenis UGAS. We have Steve Pratt here, the Bizier crew over here. So raise your hand if you have questions for Yordenis UGAS. By all means, we have Ellie Sekbeck here of ES News.
First of all, UGAS, congratulations getting the fight. What is your key to victory?
No, he estado compitiendo desde los 6 años, soy un peleador, siempre saco a dar todo, siempre doy 200% en las peleas. Y pienso que el sábado la noche más grande de mi carrera y voy a hacer lo mismo un poco más.
He said, ever since I returned to the ring, being away from the ring in the 6-year journey, I'm going to do what I have been doing over the course of this run, but just do it a little bit better, obviously against someone like Manny Pacquiao. More questions from the media. Got Steve Muehlhausen over here. Steve, if you have the mic, there you go.
Yordenis, thank you for joining us. And just a question, Manny and Freddie Roach have been talking about maybe this is going to be it for Manny, win, lose, or draw. So what would it mean for you to retire Manny Pacquiao?
Sí, como dije, si es el último peleador que va a pelear con Pacquiao, con una leyenda, que lo haga con un peleador digno, que vino a pelear, que le hizo sacar lo mejor de él y que fue una gran pelea para todos los fanáticos.
Well, it would mean a lot for me because what I want to make sure is that if I am the final guy to step inside the ring with Manny Pacquiao, I want to make sure that I brought everything and that I got the best out of him, and I know together we will make for a great fight. More questions for the WBA welterweight champion of the world, Yordenis UGAS.
Steven Cordeño, PACQUIAO Sports. Felicidades, UGAS. Ask him, Ray, if you could, please. What does it mean to him to have this stage right now in a critical time in Cuba and be able to bring this light, and possibly even what a victory would mean for Cubans that are going through the struggle right now?
Check out the scene over here, guys. Look at this.
Sí, todo el mundo sabe que soy un peleador adentro, pero también soy un peleador afuera por la libertad y los derechos civiles en mi país. Y esta lucha yo se la voy a dedicar a todos los hombres y mujeres que luchan por la libertad de mi país y van a estar representados en mí.
He said, this fight, obviously there's some turbulent times in Cuba, but for me, I'm going to go out there and fight my hardest, and I dedicate this fight to those that are fighting for the liberty and the freedom down in my native country of Cuba. Again, we have Yordenis Ugas here, the WBA welterweight champion. He has a 26-4 record, 12 wins, coming by way of knockout. Ryan, question?
Yes, Yordenis, you were training for Fabian Maidana, a right-hander. PACQUIAO was training for a left-hander in Spence. Who has the advantage? Tú estabas entrenando por un derecho y PACQUIAO por un zurdo. ¿Quién tiene la ventaja en esta pelea de esta manera?
Sí, él iba con un zurdo, yo iba con un derecho, todo cambió. Pienso que los dos somos gente que compite, peleadores que competimos fuerte. Pienso que nadie tiene ventaja. Vamos a pelear esa noche y en 10 días son suficientes para ponernos listos.
He said, I don't think anybody has the advantage because, he was preparing for a southpaw. I was preparing for a conventional fighter. And, we've had over 10 days to be able to prepare. And I don't think anyone has the advantage heading into the fight on Saturday, but we just have to come and do the work necessary in the ring to get the victory. Again, more questions from Yordenis Ugas, Adriana.
Campeón, buenas tardes. Adriana Jiménez de Fino Boxing. Campeón, sabemos de tus habilidades. Esta pelea la tomaste con 11 días contra un campeón, el único de 8 divisiones distintas, campeón en 8 divisiones. ¿Cuál es el reto más difícil en enfrentar a PACQUIAO? What's the most difficult challenge in taking on boxing's only 8-division world champion in just 11 days?
Sí, todo el mundo sabe que soy un competidor. No es la primera vez que tomo pelea con antelación. La diferencia es que voy a pelear contra uno de los mejores peleadores de la historia. Estoy emocionado, no podía tener mayor motivación. La motivación pienso que va a ser todo para mí.
I have a lot of motivation heading into this fight. I've taken fights again on short notice against undefeated fighters. The only difference here is that I'm taking on someone of the caliber of Manny Pacquiao, but I'm very excited and I feel like I am ready for this fight against Pacquiao on Saturday. More questions we got Levi?
Hola, Yordenis. Latinoamérica estará atenta a tu pelea, fundamentalmente porque vas contra una leyenda. Pero la gran pregunta que se hacen muchas personas es si hay un plan de pelea donde vas a buscar al Manny Pacquiao que quiera el combate adentro. Está en la cabeza de Yordenis Ugas y en el equipo de trabajo retar el poder de Manny Pacquiao a sus 42 años.
Levi, can you translate that question, by the way, for the English-speaking media as well?
Okay, have you planned to get into the fight, get in fight against Manny Pacquiao at the age of 42 years old?
Bueno, yo siempre vengo a pelear. Voy a pelear en la mejor distancia que se me dé. Sé todo lo que hace PACQUIAO. Sé lo que hago yo y voy a pelear en la mejor distancia y para él, pero siempre buscando la mejor pelea.
I'm always looking for the best fight. I'm going to fight at the distance that I feel is advantageous for me, but I know what Pacquiao brings. He comes forward, and I'm going to make sure that I use the proper tactics in order to get the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, Yordenis Ugas, the WBA welterweight champion of the world. And we await the man who will be challenging Yordenis Ugas. Again, tickets are available, t-mobilearena.com, also axs.com as well. And also Saturday night's event is brought to you by MP Promotions along with TGB Promotions. And what a night of action. The welterweight championship of the world on the line. Awesome. You have Robert Guerrero, Vicious Victor Ortiz, Mark Maxaya from the Philippines looking to remain undefeated as he will take on Julio Ceja, the former champion from Mexico. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with a record of 62 victories, 7 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins coming by way of knockout. A 3-time Fighter of the Year, the Boxing Writers Association Fighter Decade of the Year. He has beaten the likes of Sugar Shane Mosley, Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Pereira, Ricky Hatton, and so many others, Oscar De La Hoya. He has been a part of the biggest events in the history of the sport of boxing. 2 years ago, he defeated Keith Thurman to capture the welterweight championship of the world. From Sarangani Province, Philippines, please welcome the senator and boxing's only 8th division world champion, Manny "Pac-Man" Pacquiao. Manny, it is great to see you. What does this mean for you returning to Las Vegas after over 2 years away from the ring, and you step inside the ring on Saturday night against YORDENIS UGAS?
Well, first of all, I'm pretty hot. I'm so thankful to God for coming back here in Las Vegas for for a long time. I made it to come back here to fight again with UGAS, and this is gonna be a good fight. I mean, we're going to settle down our the belt, the PBA belt.
So what you're talking about, for those who don't know, Manny Pacquiao was stripped of the title that YORDENIS UGAS has. UGAS was elevated from regular champion to super champion, but now you are the challenger even though you didn't lose the belt in the ring. So it means a lot for you to be able to regain your championship.
It means a lot. I mean, I just need to prove it that it's not good for someone to take the belt without fighting me. I think this is a kind of a challenge and a good fight. I mean, I know we both of us are prepared for this, will prepare for this fight, so it's going to be a good fight. And I would like to invite all the fans all over the world, especially the Filipino people, to watch this fight. Don't miss it. It's going to be a good fight and more action in the ring on Saturday. I'll see you there.
Manny Pacquiao, ladies and gentlemen, the two fighters are going to face off. This is for the welterweight championship of the world at T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. Tickets are available at t-mobilearena.com, and it's brought to you by TGB Promotions and MP Promotions. The welterweight championship of the world is on the line as the 8th division world champion, boxing's only 8th division world champion, Manny Pacquiao battles the champion, YORDENIS UGAS from Cuba.